Let's talk about fitness. Do you find yourself being fit, either fit as in your body, to be fit as a human, or being fit as a collaborator? So let's see if we can discuss some of these points today. Now, I do love reading about leaders. I loved reading from ideas from Tony Robbins and Tom Bilyeu and several other people. And every time I listen to what they have to say, I always think of an idea that is always amazing. Now, today's topic is about fitness. And the main reason why fitness is so important is that if you want to have a life of adventure, a life where you are putting yourself in a situation when you can learn something new, just going outside of your comfort zone a little bit so that you can learn about yourself and see how an amazing human you are. The idea here is to be mindful of that. Now, to be fit is not easy because it is to continually making the choice to do something better. And this is part of my journey of the milestone challenge that I have for myself this year. So let's see. If I think of fitness, there's a few things I have to keep in mind. So if I look at the people I love with respect to their thinking, for example, there's Tony Robbins, and one of his saying is to raise our standards. When he says that, for me, is the fact that when I do something great in during the day, can I do a little bit more to make people happy around me? Just not just for me. If I cook a meal. How about I do a great meal? If I am to help a friend, that could be a great help. But also for myself, if I decide that I want to eat better, I need to make sure that it becomes a habit to eat better. If I want to be more active, I need to make sure that it becomes a habit to become better in my body as well. If I want to have more success or be wealthier, the same way I have to take the habits to reach that vision. So that means that I have to raise the standards I have right now, because if I don't change, it's the status quo here. Nothing more will happen if I don't raise my standard. And that's why I love Tony Robbins for that aspect. Another author that I appreciate very much is Jack Canfield. I was reading one of his books about the success principle, and in this chapter one, the one thing he talks about the fact that wherever we are at this time, and especially if, regardless if it's success or it's we're having some difficulties, basically it is our own fault. If I'm not as fit as I would like, it is my fault. If I don't eat as much, no, if I don't eat as well as I should, it is my fault. If I don't earn as much money as I would like, well, it's a bit my fault. So the idea here is to take responsibility. To take responsibility to say, okay, I want to have a change. And if I want to have a change, that means that I have, as I mentioned earlier, I need to raise my standards, but also I need to make the decision and take responsibility for what I want. And this is this is a lot of what I will talk to you about today when I talk about the idea of being in a fit body and being fit as a human and fit as a collaborator. And these are all things we're going to talk about today. The other person I appreciate a lot is Tom Bilyeu, and I was listening to a video of him a couple of days ago. And he was talking that there was a time when he was not as fit as he would like, and that he had one rule for a while, and that one rule for him was that he was either working or working out. And I was thinking about, well, that's quite amazing, and it takes dedication to do so. So if he has only two priorities and he gets to a situation where he's not sure what he should do next, it's easy. It's either working or working out. So these are something to keep in mind. So keeping those saying from Tony Robbins, Jack Canfield, or Tom Bilyeu, let's see if I can talk about my ideas I'd like to share with you today. And these are things I was thinking about the fact that I want to make the world a better place like you do. We all want, at the end of the day, to have a world better now than it was yesterday. So in order to do that, I need to have a fit body. Now, I just came back from the gym. I don't know if you noticed, I don't have a tie today. And the reason why I went to the gym, or I try to go for walks every couple of days, I stay active, is that if I want to go into more adventures, if I want to enjoy new adventures, if I want to create more, I need to be fit. Because being fit allows me to have a healthier body, to have more energy. And in doing so, it allows me to do more for me, but more for others around me. And you know what? I think that it is the single most goal I have this year. So I need to work on having a fit body. The other thing I'm working on this year is to be fit as a human. So what does it mean to be fit as a human? I was looking at some adjectives that could be interesting if you think of being fit as a human. For me, a human is someone who has deep emotions, someone who's curious, someone intelligent, someone who is caring, and someone who wants to help others. So, in some ways, we are all humans, but we can become better humans, not just for ourselves, but for people around us. And that's what's the idea of being fit as a human. Because the more you're there for yourself and the more you're there for others, the more others will appreciate you. And at the end of the day, if you want to do more, if you want to be more, if you want to have more, you want to have a community and people around you who feel that you're an amazing human. So, as I mentioned, to be to have a fit body, but to also have to be fit as a human. That's my second point today that I think is very important. The third one is to do. I was trying to figure out a good way to say it, and I was thinking, to be fit as a collaborator. The first thought was to do fit work or to have to be fit at work, but doing work is great, but work for work at sometimes it's losing its purpose for some. However, if you become fit as a collaborator, oh, that's much different. Because as a collaborator, you are creating something new for your life, for people around you, for your business, for your place of work, for your company. And therefore, to be a collaborator is amazing. But to be fit as a collaborator, that means that you are the best fit. You are the best person for what needs to happen at that time, at that place. And thinking of that was an eye-opening for me. Because to be fit as a collaborator makes it that you have to be aware of your surrounding. Because you might be in a place where you are able to contribute, but to have the right fit where you can be the person that can do the most contribution or be with people with like-minded ideas so that together the sum of all the individual people create greatness. And that's why I think when you are a collaborator, you want to be fit as a collaborator for yourself and as part of a group, but to choose a group where you can become fit and therefore grow and do amazing things. Because at the end of the way, the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, all we want to do is to create a better world, to have tomorrow a better world than yesterday, to finish the day saying, okay, I did something amazing, I'm proud of myself, or I'm content. All great things to be in a fit world. So today we talked about being fit so we can go and do more adventures. I talked about the fact that we need to have a fit body. Fit body allows us to have a fit mind. This is important so that you can be present in your journey. Second is to be fit as a human. When I say that, is to find a way to be in a place where you can be curious, you can be yourself, you can be caring for others, you can help others, and we can all help in many different ways. For example, you can be in kindergarten and help someone play in a game. You could be in a high school helping understanding a novel. You can be in the workplace helping someone do better codes, helping someone to have better ideas in engineering, to have better ways to approach a situation in personal development. So here, being fit as a human is quite amazing. And the third part is to be fit as a collaborator. And in order to be the best collaborator you can be, you need to be fit as a human and have a fit body. So today it's all about fitness, fitness to be fitness for adventures. And I believe that you can do great things. So here in the comments below, tell me what adventures you'd like to go to, or you'd like to experience, because I'd love to know. For me, I want to be fit in body, fit as a human, and fit as a contributor. On that note, I'm going to put here a link to another video you would appreciate. And you know what? Let's learn something new together.